Hi there. Hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson, I will teach you how to draw rotational objects. Of course, there's the PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. First one, to rotate these shapes 90 degrees clockwise about the origin. So we need to rotate each point individually. Now to work this out, we just draw a right angle triangle on each point and we rotate 90 degrees, okay? So let's start from point A. It doesn't matter which point you want to start first, okay? So let's start from point A. So we draw from origin, this one, and we connect this, become 90 degrees, right angle triangle if you like, and you just rotate 90 degrees. So in another word, this line here, rotate 90 degrees, will becomes this way, 3 units. So there you go, 90, right? And then of course, this line here is perpendicular to this line. So that means it will be here, 4 units. There you go. And of course, we can join this line together. So this is 90. So this point here is a dash, the image of it. So there you go. So you can see, right? Right angle triangle, rotate 90 degrees clockwise. You can see it. And easy to rotate if you draw a right angle triangle. Okay, so you can see it clearly. Let me clear this. So now let's focus on point B. So start from origin. And then we draw a right angle triangle. Of course, you can draw a right angle triangle this way if you wish. So it doesn't matter which way you draw, okay? So I just draw this. And you just rotate 90 degrees. So if you look at this line here, you rotate 90 degrees. So it become this way, okay? So 5 units from origin. And this line here is perpendicular to this line here. So we just draw that. So it's 3 units. So 1, 2, 3. And you can join together. See, this is image of B. So that is B dash. So you can see it rotate 90 degrees clockwise. Then point C. Point C is this. Start from here and join them together, become a 90 degrees, right angle triangle if you wish, and if rotate 90 degrees clockwise, this line here will become this, rotate 90 degrees. And then this line here is perpendicular to this line which is rotate, so it's this way, 2. And then you can just join this together. So this 90 degrees, this is point C. So let me just use this point. So point C. So it becomes C dash. So there you go. Let me clear this. So that's it. So now what I do, I just join them together. So there you go. And if you think about it, okay, let me just write down each coordinates, okay? So let's say I here, we have 3, 4. 3, 4. And I dash is 4, negative 3. So let me just write out here. I is 3, 4. And then the image of this, if you rotate 90 degrees clockwise, so I dash is 4, negative 3. And B will give me 5, 3. So 5, 3. And the image of this will give me B dash. So this becomes 3, negative 5. So that is 3, negative 5. And for C, we have 1, 2. So C is 1, 2, and C dash, that is C dash is here, will give me 2, negative 1. So 2, negative 1. So there's a pattern there, right? So if you have a look at this, so we have I is 3, 4. So this become 4, negative 3. So this one here, X and Y. So this means that this become Y and this become 3 is X, but it's negative 3, so negative X. Let me look at point C. Similarly, 1, 2, and we have 2, 1, but negative. So this means that X, Y, this become Y, negative X. So that is rotations of 90 degrees about the origin. So this means that you can either draw by using triangle, triangle, rotate each point, or you can use this rule. Okay, but the only thing is, after a while, you forget the rule because we can forget this rule easily unless you do a lot of practice. Otherwise, you can just do manually, draw each point with triangle, triangle, and you rotate manually. Okay, whichever method you like. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through it with you. Before I do that, please do not forget to give me a thumb up and subscribe if you haven't done so it can help me to grow my channel. So let's get into it. So first of all, let me just start from point A. So we have a triangle here. Okay, let me just join A from origin to A first, and we just connect this. So this is 90 degrees. So now we rotate 90 degrees clockwise. So in another word, this line here will go this way 90 degrees, will become here. And this line is perpendicular to the line which is rotate, but it's 4 units, so we just go 4 units up. And join this up together. See, so there you go. So this point here is point A, rotations of 90 degrees, so A dash. So you can see, right? And of course, you can draw a triangle this way, and it still works, okay? So that will become this line here, become here, and this line here become here. So it still meet at A dash there, okay? So let me just clear this. That is A dash. And then point B, so let me just draw this. And then triangle like this. And I rotate 90 degrees, so this line, it go to here. So 4 units. So there you go. And then this line here is perpendicular to this line. So of course, will be 3 units this, and we join them together. So this is 90, so this is B dash. So there you go. So let me just clear this first. Now point C. So again, we just connect point C to origin, and of course you can draw the triangle like this or the triangle like this. Okay, it doesn't matter which way you draw. And now we just rotate 90 degrees clockwise. So this line here, we go 90 degrees this way. So that will become here 3 units. Okay, so here. And then we have this line perpendicular to the line which is draw. So it's here. And then we just join these together. So this is C dash. So there you go. Let me clear this. Now I just use ruler and connect them together. And this line. So There you go. I hope you got it correct. Please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through it with you. So this time, I'm not going to draw a triangle. I rotate. I just use the rule that we just discovered, okay? So let me know which method you use, okay? Or which method you prefer at the end. So now this one here, point A, let me write here. A is -4, -1. Now don't forget the image rotate 90 degrees. So this means that X, Y, so rotate this, so become Y and X negative. So that's what that meant, the image, okay? So this becomes A dash, is which switch around, so that become -1, -4, but change into positive. So that become 4. That is A dash. So A dash is -1, 4. So it's here. So A dash. And then for B, let me just write this down. So B is -5, 3, -5, 3. So if you rotate 90 degrees, so that means clockwise. So that means B dash becomes switch around X and Y, Y and X. 3, -5. So for the Y value, we need to change the sign. That's all. So becomes -5 becomes 5. So 3, 5. So 3, X is 3, Y is 5 up here. So that is B dash. Now for C, we have -1, 1. C, -1, 1. So rotate 90 degrees clockwise about the origin will give me, we switch around, X become Y, Y become X. And the Y value, which is changed positive to negative. Negative side become positive. That's all. So 1, the Y is -1 become positive 1. So there you go. So C dash is 1, 1. So there you go. So now I just use ruler, connect them together. And this is C dash. So there you go. And I hope you got it correct. Please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through it with you. So this time, let me just rotate each point individually, okay? So let's start from point A. Doesn't matter which point you start with, okay? So just draw a right angle triangle first. It's like this, okay? And now we rotate 90 degrees clockwise. So this line here rotate, become here, -2 unit down, like that. And of course, this line here is perpendicular to the line which is drawn, and it's 3 units. So it's here. And then we just join this line together. See? So there you go. So you can see it actually rotate 90 degrees clockwise. And this is point A, rotate 90 degrees clockwise. So A dash. So let me clear this. Now point C is here. So rotate 90 degrees clockwise will come down to here. So which is this line here, right? So there you go, 90 degrees. And point B, so from origin, so let me just draw a right angle triangle first. And don't forget this is C dash. And now we rotate 90 degrees clockwise. So this line here, we come down to here. Okay, rotate 90 degrees. And then this line perpendicular to this. So if you rotate, so it's like this. Okay, don't forget because it's rotate this way. And you can just join this line together. So there you go. So this point here is B dash. So there you go. So let me just clear it. And now I just use ruler, connect them together. So there you go. I hope you got it correct. Please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through it with you. So I'm gonna rotate each point individually, okay? So for point A, so let me just draw a right triangle. So I rotate 90 degrees. So this line here, rotate 90 degree clockwise, will go down to here. So this line here, and of course this line perpendicular to the line I just rotate, and you can see it's going this way. Okay, keep that in mind, and we can just connect this together. So you can see clearly it's rotate 90 degrees clockwise. So this is point A, rotated, so that becomes A dash. So let me clear it. Now let's move on to point B. Again, start from origin. We just draw this up and just quickly connect them together. So it's like this. So now we just rotate 90 degree clockwise. So this line here will rotate 90 degree clockwise. We'll go down to the y-axis 4 units. And then this line here is rotate 90 degrees. Will become like this, perpendicular to the line I just rotate, and we just join this up. See, can you see that? 90 degrees about the origin, and then this is B dash. And let me clear them. Then let's move on to point C. So point C is this one here. And let me just draw a right angle triangle, and I rotate 90 degrees clockwise. So this line here becomes this way, 3 units down. See, 90 degrees, you can see that, right? And then this line here is just perpendicular to the line I just draw. So it's, don't forget, 3 units. So it's here. Now I just draw this so you can see it like this. See, so this one here, so this is C dash. So let me clear them all. Now let's move on to point D. So point D is here, right? And then make it a right angle triangle. Now I rotate 90 degrees clockwise. So this line here go 90 degree down, so become this. And then this line, of course, is perpendicular to the line I just draw, which is 3 units, like this. And we just connect this line together, and this is D dash. So let me clear it. So there you go. So now let me just join them together. So let me fix up the A dash first. So write it out here. So when I draw a line, doesn't cross over the letter. So B dash. So now I just join them together. So there you go. Please stop the video and do this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through it with you. So this time, rather than rotate 90 degrees clockwise individually, I just use the rule. Okay, so I know that X and Y, and after rotation of 90 degrees clockwise about the origin, so we just switch it around. Okay, Y, X, but then we just need to put a negative in front of the Y value. So that's it. It's because Y become X, right? And we just put a negative sign in front. That is how you work out the image after rotations of 90 degrees about the origin. So let me just write down coordinate A first, okay? A is 1, negative 1. So the image of this, A dash become, we switch around, so negative 1, 1. But then for Y value, you change the sign, that's all. And for B, we have 3, negative 2. 3, negative 2. And then for B dash, will give me switch around, negative 2, 3. But then for Y value, we need to put a negative in front. Change the sign if you wish. And for C, we have 4, 1. And then we work out the C dash becomes 1, 4. But don't forget, we change the sign for the Y value. Okay. So now point D. So D, we have 2, 2. 2, 2. So therefore, D dash will give me switch around, still the same, but then for the Y value, we change the sign. So put a negative. So these are the image. So let me just plot them on the number plane and we join them together. So A dash is negative 1, negative 1. So let me just put A dash, and for B dash, negative 2, negative 3. So negative 2, negative 3 here. So B dash. And for C dash, 1, negative 4. So 1, negative 4 here. So C dash. And for D dash, 2, negative 2. So 2, negative 2 will be here. So D dash. So let me just write the A dash above the point and B dash on this side. So now I just use ruler, join them together. So there you go. Hope you got it correct. Please let me know on the comment below which method you prefer. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.